Hey guys, welcome to Toribash Replay Showcase episode 15 with me, Chet Pemberton from Man of Fire Films, where this week it's been kind of crazy with tournaments, copied replays, shirts and stuff, but more on that later. First, replays. So this is EZO Success by Ezofli, and I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right because he wrote it out phonetically for me, so I'm pretty grateful of that. Let's have a look at the replay. Wow, yeah, Jesus Christ, that's a success. That is indeed a success. Let's have a look at that again, because there's a lot going on here, and I don't know how to put it into words. Oh, God, I love that. Stuff like that always gets me. It's just that. Brings him in and kicks him. Like, look at his right arm there. He actually slams him into his own foot there. It just looks great. One more time. This time we're feeling, ooh. So you got the dismemberment, bifurcate, and then it's not really a decapitation, but it's, well, hang on. It's not really a decapitation, but, you know, it really might as well be. Okay, that's a very cool replay. Thank you very much for that one. Also a new submitter, which I'm really happy with. Okay. God damn it, this never works. Why does this never work? Control and that. There we go. Okay. This is TK the Golem by Trendy Kill. TK probably stands for Trendy Kill there, so I don't know why I bothered to read it out. This is Trendy Kill the Golem. Let's have a look here. Oh, good God, that's a powerful kick. I must have missed that punch last time. I didn't see that. That's very good. Now, this replay has keyframes, but I generally tend to ignore keyframes because, yeah, okay, they look kind of cool and, they look cool, but this is the reason why I missed that punch is because, yeah, keyframes tend to break pretty weirdly. I'm not doing any of this, by the way. My hands are off the keyboard. And yeah, that's why I tend not to view with keyframes. I mean, I gotta admit, I very much like that pan. It definitely makes the kick look very cool. But I don't know. As soon as you get to that point, you tend to miss a lot of the replays. So yeah, so please don't be mad at me. I just don't like using keyframes because it tends to break the replay. This is What the Fuck Come On by McLaren's SF1. Now, you're going to look at this replay and think, you know, why have you put this in? I'll explain. Now, it is actually a pretty good opener, but for whatever reason, nothing kind of happens. I don't know whether the replay was broken. It seems weird that the replay would end there, but I think he went limp maybe because he lost his hand. I'm not too sure. God damn, it went on automatically. Didn't think it would do that. Now, this is my customization of that move. That's one of the reasons why I put it in. Not sure if the replay was broken, but it might be because he lost his hand. That might be the what the fuck part. Whatever. I decided to customize it because I do that sometimes, and this may not be great, but this is what I come up with. It's the little kind of pincer leg decap. It's definitely not the best customization I've ever done, but I had a lot of fun making it, so I don't know. At least the hands aren't lost. Still a very cool original replay. That's obviously by McLaren's F1, so big shout out to him. Thank you very much for that, and it was very fun to customize. This is Brainwashed by Next Gamer. Now, if I remember correctly, this is one of those replays where I just love. I don't know why I still find those funny. Maybe I'm immature, but just meh. I mean, what does that look like from Jeff's point of view? Just that's fucking great. I really hate laughing at these replays because I really don't want to encourage them to be submitted because they're really not good replays, but they are. You can't argue that they're not really, really funny. Alright, anyway, this is first replay about 5 times there. This is J5R12500 and Fata Fanto playing in a Keto match, I think. And this is actually very cool. So, gets decapped and then catch. He catches it. How does he do that? And then goes on to win, which I think is fantastic. Now, I know this is... oh, God, stop doing that. I'm just gonna jump into free play so it stops doing that. Bear with me, guys. There we go. A little bit of spoiler of the replays to come. This is just like... I don't know, I find it really, really nice that he manages to catch his head. I mean, that head was going out and would have disqualified him, but then he manages to catch it and bring it back. He wins after a decap, which is definitely very rare. So yeah, I thought that was very, very cool, and you gotta put in replays like that because it's very good. It was well played, it was a good catch. He really thought ahead there because he did have a very good grab on him, but he obviously sacrificed that grab to grab his head. Very, very nice. Goddamn, why does this never work? Control and open bracket, close bracket even. This is Jeff Wins by Baker Baka Baka, and it's a cool replay. Not gonna discredit it, but I mainly put it in because of Jeff and just Jeff deserves some love, and I like any replay where Jeff actually wins because Jeff gets the shit beat out of him on a day-to-day basis, and it's really nice to see him actually get some own back. And that's actually a pretty good jump. I mean, yes, it's a pretty static replay, but there's definitely still room for some love and. We all need to give Jeff some love from time to time, or he's gonna cry. Jeff will be sad. Jeff won't be happy. And then who will we fight? No one. That's who. This is Ripping and Tearing, version 3 by Pyrox, and well, I'm gonna let it speak for itself, because it's actually pretty damn cool. Yeah, very quick replay, but it gets so much destruction, and it's nice to see a replay that's engage distance 300 that gets engage distance 100, rather, that gets that kind of destruction. That's kind of rare, and it's a very, very, very cool replay, so big thanks to him for that. This is Circle of Spades by Mad Malice. Now, in the email, just to prove that I do actually read every single email I'm sent, even if I don't use your replays, I'm still reading the emails, don't worry. This is apparently something that's kind of like a very common move. I don't know whether it's called the Circle of Spades in general, or whether this is just this guy's name for it, but apparently this is a very common kick, and I actually have first-hand experience with this, because when I did that Toribash livestream a little while ago, this move was kind of used. So yeah, he was kind of surprised it had never been on the show and decided to send us a replay with it. So, this is the Circle of Spades kick, and it's kind of like a propeller kick, roundhouse kick. I mean, I don't really know what to call it there. It's kind of like a spin kick, I guess, and it gets a very nice bifurcate, and the arm comes off. Looks cool. Looks very cool, and as I've said, I've seen various moves like this, but I wouldn't want people to accuse them of copying the replay. It's just a very common move. I say common. I couldn't do it, so maybe it's not that common, but I see it a fair amount. So big thanks to him for sending that in. Now, let's move on. If I don't accidentally tab out of the window and don't know what I'm clicking on, okay, we're back. This is Peas by QgzOPV, because well, not always, but we're going to end on a QgzOPV replay because, well, when you have a QgzOPV replay, you end on it. Skin's up to date, which is great. Now, this is another one of those amazing shots where he throws his hand and gets some great decaps. Look, how do you even do that? I mean, so first of all, we got that, stylish shit at the start, manages to get Jeff's head decapped with just his own hand, and then just kind of struts up and starts beating the shit out of his already dead body and throws 2 more body parts at Jeff's head. Now that's just insane on a whole other level. So I'm going to leave this replay playing in the background while I talk a little bit about something a mistake I made. I'd like to formally apologize for putting in a blacklisted replay last week. It was my mistake. When I switched over the email services, we lost our blacklist, so a couple of replays that were a couple of email addresses that were blacklisted slipped through. Completely my mistake. I want to apologize. Obviously, the blacklist has now been updated, but if you guys remember any particular replay submitters who submitted stolen replays, you'd be doing me a massive favor if you can send me an inbox on YouTube or an inbox on the Toribash forums, or just get in touch with me, let me know their names, because I'm doing it from memory here, and I got a couple written down who stuck in my head as people who stole replays, but I might be forgetting somebody, and I really don't want to a repeat of last week. So if you remember the names, please link me proof, or just link me to the episode that they stole a replay, and then I can write the names down. If you don't feel like doing that, you don't have to. There's no obligation. I'm just wondering what you guys think of that. Also, for those of you who missed it, I have announced the contestants for the Toribash first official Man of 5 Films Toribash tournament, and if you haven't watched that already, go watch that, because you can see if you're in it. And I also mentioned something about a Toribash livestream. I'm not going to say any more about that in this video. Go watch the announcement video. Also, one more thing. Brand new Toribash shirts available in our merchandise store. They're all to do with Jeff, and you can go check them out. They're very reasonably priced, and you can go be an exclusive owner of some very exclusive Man of 5 Films shirts, including some Toribash related ones. Links in the description to all that stuff, related videos. I'm Chet Pemberton from Man of 5 Films, and I shall see you next week. Goodbye.